So guys, we do have breaking news. The last remaining monkey that has been on the loose in rural Jasper County has been spotted. So when I previously reported on this story, it was reported that one monkey was on the loose, 5 monkeys were shot and killed, but they came back and stated that it was actually 3 monkeys that was on the loose. And as of Sunday, 2 monkeys were taken down by 2 different residents in rural Jasper County that left this one particular monkey by himself. I think they was traveling in packs, guys. I don't know who is monkeying around with these people in Jasper County, but guys, this whole situation sounds suspicious. Let's listen to what the lady has to say.
The sun. See it? There you go, y'all. It just got up. Now, you can't sit here and tell me that all them shots ain't not one hit it and it still ain't down. That damn thing dangerous. It must got a bulletproof vest made in this fur.
So this was a live video today, November the 5th, 2025. So guys, it do not look like this monkey is going to go easily. Next, let's listen to the lady that spotted the first monkey in her yard, and she had to shoot and kill it.
This damn monkey is in my yard.
6 days since 3 monkeys escaped a crash on Interstate 59 in Jasper County, and the search for all 3 started Tuesday.
Now, yesterday, one of them was spotted by a teenager in his front yard. His mother killed it. Raven Little joins us in the studio with more from the family.
That's right, guys. Jessica Bond says she heard shuffling in the bushes near her house on Saturday night, but nothing could have prepared her for what was waiting in her front yard on Sunday morning, a rhesus monkey. She says the events that followed were necessary to protect her family. Jessica Bond says her family's mornings are usually pretty quiet. No dogs barking and no monkeys in the front lawn. But this Sunday morning,
It's the monkey. So I said, oh snap, let me get my phone and let me get my gun.
Jessica Bond had to make a decision after her 16-year-old son spotted a monkey escaped from a crash on I-59 5 days prior. The teenager says he started recording the monkey as his mother got out of bed, but things started to escalate.
My small dog was chasing it, and when it got like close to the woods, the monkey tried to hide at first, but then the dog ran up on it and it swung at the dog.
I bagged up down this road and I stopped about right there. And he was on top of that bin right there, and he left from that bin and went and jumped on the railing of that porch. I sat in my truck, and when I got out, I said, okay, do I sit here and wait for it to run away?
Bond says she contacted the game warden and the police. Before the authorities arrived, Bond shot the monkey twice on this porch with 3-inch Magnum shells. She says at the time, her children were her main concern.
I have a 3-year-old, and what if it come back out, hide in the woods and come back out and try to attack her later on? We love animals, so it's like not like I'm an animal killer, I didn't want to just kill the thing, but I mean, it's my baby versus the animal.
This video shows Mississippi Wildlife and Fisheries removing the monkey from Bond's property, leaving a trail of blood behind.
So now I have to disinfect and clean off everything through here.
The capture of this monkey gives us a closer look at the condition of these primates. Bond says she didn't notice any odd behavior, but there were obvious markings that made her worried.
When you zoom in, you could see like it was like a tattoo on it. And these is lab rats basically. They getting tested and poked on. You never know what they really have.
Now with no follow-up search parties.
The other one could have been sitting in the woods watching everything go down.
And no idea where the other 2 monkeys are. Bond is urging everyone to stay on high alert.
So on the same Sunday, later that evening, there was another report of the second monkey being cornered and killed by another resident in Jasper County. Let's take a listen. So I do want to apologize in advance. In the beginning of this video, the volume is very low, but it does pick up.
A lot of talks about monkeys. We were kind of here when it all started. To George and Carrie, how in the world are y'all doing?
We're doing good now. Yeah.
Now, this is deep in the part of Jasper County, just off of I-59.
Yes.
So, have you lived here all your life?
Yes, I was born and raised here. Unfortunately, she wasn't. From Laurel. But I was born and raised here, yes, sir. Right across that bridge.
All right, hang on.
Yes, sir.
All right, I think we're able to hear you now. So, you were born and raised here, and you were born and raised in Laurel?
In Laurel, yes.
My, oh, my, oh, my. We're glad to have you a part of this.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, go back over what happened. What did you think the first time you heard about the wreck here with the monkeys?
It was kind of frightening, you know. Monkeys on the loose in Heidelberg. I was thinking about my mom and my aunties and the elder people, the children. So I was like, man, I hope they hurry up and catch those things, you know, not knowing that one was going to cross our path,
Right.
you know. So it was kind of frightening at first, you know, especially when you hear all the reports of monkeys having diseases and, you know, all of this stuff. It was very frightening.
So were you on your way home? Tell me, run me through what happened last night.
So yesterday we got off this exit. We were coming to visit my mom. We got off the exit and my wife, she yelled, "There's one of the monkeys." And I thought she was playing, but I looked over and it was a monkey coming across the road. Just, you know, what'd you say, just leisurely walking?
Leisurely walking.
He was acting like he owned the community, and he got beside the road and sat down and crossed his arms. So my kids, you know, started screaming and crying. They were already terrified, but when they saw it, they started crying. So we dropped them off at mom's. I grabbed my peacemaker, and we came back up here. Well, when we got up here again, it was a gentleman here, and I couldn't see him at first. So I was waiting until I saw where he was, and I finally saw him in the woods. So I yelled, "Hey, did you get him?" And he came back and said, "I'm not going to do anything. I'm trying to catch it for a pet."
Do what now?
He said he was trying to catch it for a pet.
You don't suggest that, do you?
No, not at all. So I went into the woods. He would not tell me where it had went. I went into the woods and I finally located it. And chills ran down my spine because that monkey opened his mouth at me, and he had teeth about maybe 2.5, 3 inches long. Wow. So that was kind of frightening. And we found out, you know, in talking to, you know, the people last night, that that's one of their signs, like one of their warning signs.
So you took it as a threat?
Yeah. So I did what I had to do and eliminated the monkey because, man, my kids play right across the bridge. You know, my mom is 85 years old. She lives right. A lot of my elder family live right across that bridge, and that's not even a half a mile from here. You know, and my mom was telling me, you know, and my aunt was like, these dogs have been going crazy at night. You know, and the monkey was right here.
That close to your house?
Yeah, right here.
So how long did it take them to find the monkey after you did what you had to do?
So after we did what we had to do, these gentlemen pulled up. They jumped out. They even had their rifle, you know, and they thanked me for shooting it. And the monkey ran off into the woods. They didn't want to push the monkey, so they called a drone operator. The drone operator had to come from a couple hours drive. So by the time the drone operator got here, it was dark. It took the guy longer to put the drone in the air than it did for him to find the monkey. The monkey was 30 yards right in there. They went straight to it and brought it back out.
So this is, I know it's a closure for y'all to have this. We've had mention of there's 3 monkeys, 2 supposedly here, and then 1 in Clark County.
Yeah.
So what has the community had to say about all of this? What have they told you?
Man, people were coming by here thanking us, and my wife went live yesterday, and a lot of people in the community saw us on live, so they were coming by, they were thanking us. One lady just came up last night when we were ready to go, and what did she say?
She said, please make sure that you see it and they take it with them.
Yeah.
She definitely didn't want that monkey to stay around anymore.
Yeah, a lot of people, and we've been getting, you know, thank yous all day long from the community members. Man, you know, this community is called Salem, the Salem community. And it's always been a tight-knit community. We always looked out for one another, man. And when I saw that thing, I knew, you know, I was here and something had to be done, you know, because I grew up here. I love this place. I don't think there's no place better than Salem, you know, so shout out Salem.
There you go. We certainly appreciate y'all joining us this afternoon and telling us what went on.
Yes, sir.
It is far been an extreme pleasure this afternoon to be here in the town of Salem and doing this on the side of I-59. We appreciate y'all so much.
Okay, so let's talk about these monkeys. It originally stated that 24 monkeys were being carried from Tulane University to somewhere in Florida. They had an accident on I-59. Guys, there has been no mention of the driver. Who was driving these animals? What happened to the driver? The driver has not done an interview. I find it mighty strange. There's no mention of the driver's name or anything. Like, was this driver top secret? I find it very suspicious. And then you have people that's going around thinking that maybe they ditched these animals in this rural African American neighborhood on purpose to spread diseases. I don't know. Could be not. Let me know down in the comments what y'all think about it. So guys, I really don't know what to believe, because the research facility that actually owns these animals put out a press statement stating that these animals are not carrying diseases. They are not dangerous to the community. Like, I don't know. But as we all know, and we all have heard the phrase, shoot first, ask questions later. Seems like that's what the police did. I really feel sorry for these animals, because they could have been tranquilized and just not shot and killed. So let's listen to what some people that grew up in the neighborhood around this research facility in Covington
monkeys are still
have
on the
to say
loose after a
about
crash
what's going
on
on and what
I-59
they
in
think is
Mississippi.
going on
Tulane says they're
with these
not
monkeys.
infectious, but they could still be dangerous.
Well, the monkeys came from the university's Biomedical Research Center in Covington, and that's where we find WDSU reporter Shay O'Connor live. Shay, you spoke with people who say they've been trying to sound the alarm for a while.
Jada and Stella, researchers here at Tulane pretty much did not want to talk on camera. It would not say where those monkeys were going and why. Meanwhile, people who live near the area tell me that they've been having concerns about this facility for quite some time.
We used to go back there and play, and we would look through the fence at them in the little cages back there.
Derek McDowell has lived near the Tulane National Biomedical Research Center here in Covington most of his life. He remembers seeing monkeys in cages as a kid.
You never know what's going on.
He says he's always heard rumors about testing on monkeys, some possibly carrying diseases.
That's been back there for many years, before COVID even exists. So, and I do believe that they might be carrying diseases such as HIV, AIDS, or whatever.
That's why Tuesday's accident on I-59 in Mississippi stunned neighbors.
Them on site. So the question we need to ask ourselves is, what are these monkeys carrying that is so dangerous?
Tulane says the monkeys were pathogen-free and not carrying any diseases. But when asked where they were headed, WDSU was told by law they were not required to disclose that information. Animal advocate Dr. Lisa Jones-Ingle says there needs to be more transparency.
The public deserves to know exactly what these animals have as they are moving back and forth across our roads.
WDSU reached out to Mississippi Highway Patrol and other Mississippi agencies under investigation. Meanwhile, residents say the crash is raising long-standing concerns.
Now that this has happened, and all of a sudden it's starting to come out. So yeah, it's very concerning, because you never know what they're keeping in the dark.
And just a little more about this facility. It's been open since 1964. According to its website, it studies infectious diseases using monkeys.
So I ask again, who is monkeying around with the people in Jasper County? If this is a research center that studies infectious diseases using monkeys, then how can they say that these monkeys do not have diseases and that they are not a danger to the community? I think they're just trying to cover their asses. Guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. That's going to do it for this video. And before you leave, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's be friends. See you next video.